Hello and welcome back. Today we talk about stress relief, handling stress, how you can quickly and easily uh, get out of a stressful situation that you feel like you cannot handle anymore. And this is going to be the first video of a series of videos I plan to do on stress and how to handle stress, and also how you overcome it and hopefully will never have any stressful or any stressful situation or anything that bothers you too much and too long because you get back in charge. But for now, if you are already in a stressful situation and you need something quick and something that works, this video is for you, and we're going to dive in now into this. And so whatever it is that you feel stressed about, like you have a deadline you want to meet and you seem like you have no time at all, or things are not going your way, the people have so many demands and you just don't know, you have too many things to do at once, or whatever it is that you try to get over. Maybe you have just your overall life situation is so stressful that you just don't know where you're at, where you're just overwhelmed by all the things that people, your family, your friends, and the duties you have, all these kind of things. You just you cannot do it anymore, and you feel like you're trapped in a hamster wheel, and there are two ways it's gonna happen in a hamster wheel. But they both have in common that the hamster wheel eventually is gonna stop. Either you decide to stop running in the hamster wheel, so you just do it right now. You realize you're in a stressful situation and you stop. Or alternatively, you keep on running and eventually the hamster wheel will make you stop because you just overexhaust yourself and you cannot do this forever. So stress is similar to a hamster wheel, because the more you try to fight it, the more you try to outrun it, the faster it will get and the harder you actually have to run. So stress is not handled with more stress. Stress cannot be, if the things you do stress you out, you cannot do more of those things to stress, to release the stress. It's like fighting fire with fire, which doesn't work. So if you want to handle stress, then you have to look at what does or what makes you feel stressed, and then you try to get a distance between you and the situation. So you get back into the presence, back into the moment. And if you, for example, you have if you're in a stressful situation, you can do two things basically. You are in a stressful situation, and you can see how we handle it, or we can see how we can recover from a stressful situation right after it or anytime. So when you are in a stressful situation, what you can do is, if you, for example, you don't have enough time, easy thing to do is you can ask for more time. Very often we think that actually we have to do certain things. We interpret our reality a certain way, but it's actually not always accurate. And asking for more time, you will be surprised how often people actually are willing to give you a bit more time. So whatever you try to do, try to get some sort of space between you and the stressful situation. It can be like going for a walk, or if you don't have time to do that, you can just take a deep breath, or if you cannot do that, you just stop doing what you do for a second. Just stop it. And if you cannot do that, even if you cannot stop it, you cannot ask for delay, if you cannot do anything because you are in this stressful situation, it's just too much at this moment and you have to continue, what you can do is to accept it. Just accept and acknowledge it. You're aware of a stressful situation, just acknowledge it and accept it. Like, if you cannot change it, then change your way you look at things. So, and eventually the things that you look at change. So if you're really in a stressful situation, and by acknowledging it, you take out the pressure that everything has to be perfect, it has to be your way, it has to meet your expectations, and you just ease into this stress, into this overwhelming things that are going on right now. And you make kind of peace with the situation, and you don't focus on the outcome, you just focus on the moment, on the things that are going on, and eventually you'll find yourself that things are going better. And so now, let's say you have been in the situation, so you accepted it. Right after you got a moment, you took a breath, you just focus on your breath a bit. You went out, got some fresh air, and then you feel like another thing that you can do is you look from above. You change your perspective, and you can. This ties actually into the things that you can do to recover from stress. So once you have been through that, you can have a look at similar stressful situations, and basically what you try to get like a bird's eye view. So you don't see yourself from where you're at right now. You look from perspective of above, and you see how you handled things like this in the past and how they turn out. And very often you will see that they turn out actually to be quite okay. So we over exaggerate, over estimate, and we think it's going to be worse, but actually it's never that bad in the end. So by changing your perspective that way, you can ease into the situation and also trust that you're gonna make it and gonna handle it. And like I said before, you can ask for more time. Often you think you have to meet all these deadlines, and you will be surprised that people actually willingly accept, yeah, doesn't matter, just another week later or whatever. And you thought you have to do it in time, but actually not the case. And other things you can do to recover from stress is also understand how stress works and what makes you get stressed in the first place, what stresses you out. And we're going to talk about this in the next video, like understanding stress a bit better, and what actually going on while you're stressed, and also then of course how you can avoid getting into these stressful situations. And another thing to recover is try not to, we are stressed because we have certain expectations on how things are supposed to go, and if they don't, we feel stressed. So we try to control the situation. But if you realize that you cannot control the situations, and by your actions, so your actions don't help to ease the situation, to make it go your way, then probably not the actions that gonna help you to get there. So rather than doing more of the same things, or whatever you're trying to do, just do less. Don't do anything. Don't add more to your table. Just stop it. And rather than doing more, be more. So don't get lost in the useless, pointless actions. So take a step back. Meditate if you can. Go into presence. 5 minutes. Just breathe. Close your eyes and breathe. Or write down 5 things you appreciate that day that happened, although it was stressful. Still look for the good things, look for things you appreciate and write them down. Look for things that you received, so you feel like you're giving all the time, you all your energy, all your efforts, but what did you actually get back? Write it down. Write 5 things that you experienced and that you received in a positive way. Write them down. Change your awareness, and you see that actually things aren't that bad. See what you achieved, look at your results, what did you actually get done, not what that all the things that you still have to do. Look at what you already achieved, what have been the results. And even a result could be that you realized, I have to take a step back, I have to slow down a bit, and this is already a result, this insight. And another thing you might find useful is to really understand that when you are stressed, you are not in a creative mindset. So you're basically in this fight or flight mindset. And this we will talk about it in the next video more. But realize that if you're stressed, you are not going to find a solution in this stressful situation. The stress makes something with you which basically disconnects you from your creativity, from your intuition. And so you really have to try to get back into this present, this inner peace, this inner something that sets you and the stressful situation apart and allows you to recover and re-energize. And this most of the time is done by not doing anything. So take a time to, especially in stressful situation when you think you don't have a time, especially then you have to take time. And you will find that even taking a shower, you can find that you find the solution by taking a shower to your problem, or taking a walk, like I said, or doing a workout. And with this, I will stop now and then talk to you next time. Bye bye.